Good morning, Track B. It's Monday. This plan's running a little behind, so we're gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna go over Monday's packet. Remember, this is just Monday. Has a staple in it. It's just Monday. Yours should say Monday up in the corner. Mine doesn't, but it should. Puppy dog, ladder, meet me there. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm excited. I miss you. We had a great week last week, but I'm expecting great things from you this week. All right, so you have your instant words and your phrases. Make sure you review them each and every day so that you'll be ready for Friday. Pause if you want to practice them from your screen. Then you have your story. Now, the reason Miss Plan is talking about the story today is because the story this week is long. So we will cut back on phrases, we will cut back on words because your story is so. So go ahead and start practicing that today if you want to make sure you have taken some time with it, you're sure about it, and read it well. For fluency and vocabulary, you're going to complete your ladder. Remember to read your clues carefully and then choose the correct answer. And then for our ordering of words, this week our theme is about temperature, how something feels, whether it's freezing, it's icy cold, it's chilly, it's really cold, but it's not quite frozen yet. Then something that's lukewarm, it's not really warm. Like think about your bath water. When you get in the bathtub, the water's hot, but the longer you stay in there playing with those rubby duckies, it starts to get cold. And so that's lukewarm. It's not hot anymore. Warm is slightly hot. And then, of course, boiling. Whoa, don't sit in the boiling water. Your booty will jump out quickly. So that's boiling. Those are your temperature words for this week that we will address each and every day. Today's assignment is for you to take these words and put them in order on the rails from the one that is the coldest at the top to the hottest at the bottom. Then you're going to choose two words and you're going to tell me what the difference is between those two. The real easy way to do this is to take the one at the top and the one at the bottom. They're the ones that are the most different, but you do it any way you choose. Pause here to complete or complete on the end. Letterland this week, we have 12 new words. We are in Unit 25. Year, tearful, steered, yearly, clearing, clear, ears, nearby, appears, cheerful, cheering, and dear. Practice each of those, and Friday you have a spelling test inside of Seesaw. These words are also located on the cover of your study packet for the week, up at the top, in case you need them during the week. We're starting Freckle Juice today. How exciting. Now, Freckle Juice is our book of the week. We will read one chapter a day. I do ask that you do not read ahead of me and stay with where the class is. Chapter 1. Here's the deal. Miss Bland will play chapter 1. Ask that you open your book, read along with the video as it plays reads chapter 1. And then I would love for you to go back and reread it to complete your questions. Let's get chapter 1. Books out. Chapter 1, please. Now, you can have any of those 3 covers that are listed on the bottom. So don't worry if your cover is not the one that shows up. Just check and make sure it is there. And your book says Freckle Juice. I tried to make sure everybody had one before they left. Uh-oh, our video is not playing. Oh my, okay. Let's try. Sorry, guys. Freckle Juice chapter 1. Meet me there.
Andrew Marcus wanted freckles. Nicky Lane had freckles. He had about 1,000,000 of them. They covered his face, his ears, and the back of his neck. Andrew didn't have any freckles. He had 2 warts on his finger, but they didn't do him any good at all. If he had freckles like Nicky, his mother would never know if his neck was dirty, so he wouldn't have to wash. And then he'd never be late for school. Andrew had plenty of time to look at Nicky's freckles. He sat right behind him in class. Once he even tried to count them. But when he got to 86, Miss Kelly called. Andrew, are you paying attention? Yes, Miss Kelly, Andrew said. Good, Andrew. I'm glad to hear that. Now will you please pick up your chair and join your reading group? We're all waiting for you. Andrew stood up in a hurry. His reading group giggled, especially Sharon. He couldn't stand that Sharon. She thought she knew everything. He picked up his chair and carried it to the corner where his reading group sat. You may begin, Andrew, Miss Kelly said. Page 64. Andrew turned the pages in his book. 64, 64. He couldn't find it. The pages stuck together. Why did Miss Kelly have to pick him? Everybody else already had their books open to the right page. Sharon kept giggling. She covered her mouth to keep in the noise, but Andrew knew what was going on. He finally found page 64, right where it was supposed to be, between pages 63 and 65. If he had his own freckles, he wouldn't have to count Nikki Lane's. Then he'd hear Miss Kelly when she called reading groups, and nobody would laugh at him. Later, when the bell rang, Andrew poked Nikki Lane. What do you want? Nikki asked, turning around. I was wondering about your freckles, Andrew said. Oh, yeah? What about them? Andrew felt pretty stupid. Well, how did you get them? What do you mean, how? You get born with them. That's how. Andrew thought that's what Nikki would say. Some help he was. Line up, boys and girls, Miss Kelly said. Time to go home now. Sharon, you may lead the girls. Andrew, you may lead the boys. Some luck. Just when he got to be a leader, he had to stand next to Sharon. When they were in line, Sharon whispered to Andrew, I know how to get them. How to get what? Andrew asked. Freckles, Sharon said. Who asked you? I heard you ask Nikki about his. Sharon ran her tongue along her teeth. She was always doing that. Do you want to know how to get them? Sharon asked. Maybe, Andrew told her. It'll cost you 50 cents. I have a secret recipe for freckle juice, Sharon whispered. A secret recipe? Uh-huh. Sharon's tongue reminded Andrew of a frog catching flies. He wondered if Sharon ever got a mouthful of bugs the way she opened her mouth and wiggled her tongue around. Andrew inspected Sharon's face. You don't even have freckles, he said. Look close, Sharon said. I've got 6 on my nose. Big deal. A lot of good 6'll do. You can get as many as you want. 6 was enough for me. It all depends on how much freckle juice you drink. Andrew didn't believe Sharon for a minute. Not 1 minute. There was no such thing as freckle juice. Andrew had never heard of it before.
All right, guys. That is chapter 1. So now, remember what Miss Bland said. I would love for you to reread chapter 1 without the video for yourself before you start your work. But I know some of you, so we're going to talk about what you need to do today. Chapter 1, first page is your story elements page. You're going to decorate the character's head. So if it's Sharon, tell me what you think Sharon looks like. What do you think Andrew Marcus looks like? I'll know that it's Nikki Lane because you'll give him some freckles. And you'll tell me about him. It says, illustrate each character we've met so far. In the speech bubble, write a sentence stating their name and who they are in the story. So tell me about all the characters we've met in chapter 1. For the setting, where is the story taking place? Tell me that. It says copy a sentence from the text that provides your response. Text evidence. Problem. What problem does our main character have? What is it that Nikki Lane has that Andrew Marcus is just dying to have? Copy the sentence from the text to show the answer. You will complete this entire page. Then you have vocabulary words that we met in the story. These are words that you've heard before, and we need you to match them to their definition. Freckles, warts, recipe, secret, and inspected. Then you will choose 3 of those words to use in a sentence at the bottom. Contractions, 2 words that are joined together to make a new word. We've done contractions before. And you'll see contractions here, a whole giant list of them. Your job is going to be to match the contraction to the 2 words that it's formed from, and then put them in the correct sentence. Now, I always say back up and reread. I'd love for you to reread the chapter, then make sure you complete to match the characters with their description, the vocabulary word that fits in the correct sentence, contractions, tell me which 2 words make up this word, and your 2 comprehension questions at the bottom. For math today, I did not put slides in. For math today, you got 2 parts. First part is your 2-minute sprint. Remember to set a timer for 2 minutes with mom, dad, big brother, big sister, somebody. And time yourself for 2 minutes. Record your answers. Don't be a cheater. Really go for 2 minutes. For the next couple of pages, you are working on the same thing we worked on last week. You are going to first turn it vertically. So turn it vertically here. Draw it out here and model it. Unbundle if you need it. Unbundle when needed. You need to unbundle. And then show me your work on the vertical form where you're marking out the number, showing that you moved it, and then show me the work in the box. You must do that on each page. Make sure you're taking time to draw it neatly so that I can read it. Number 2 on this page, they both drew it, but something is wrong. Can you look at it and see what went wrong? Whose model is incorrect? It says it doesn't want to know which one is right, which one is incorrect, and tell me why. Do that down at the bottom. And your last piece is your social studies. You're going to read about Miss Bessie Coleman. Read about her. She's a very interesting lady. We talk about Women's History Month. And then there is a page where you're going to fill in some information on her. When was she born? When did she die? What was her job? What was her greatest accomplishment? 3 facts about her. 3 words to describe her character trait. Was she brave? Was she mean? Was she silly? And then any other information, I want at least 1 thing in this box, at least 1. You cannot skip it. So there's her life. You will read. It tells you who she is, her early life, what's adult life like, her later life. Tell me about Miss Bessie Coleman. That is Monday's packet. You have spelling homework in Seesaw. You got some review in Seesaw. So make sure you take the time to complete your Seesaw work for today. Tomorrow, Ms. Bland will be back with another video to help get you on track for finishing up Tuesday's work. Have a great day. If you need something, Ms. Bland is available from 2:45 to 3:45 on Zoom. The Zoom link is on your front of your paper. It's right there. If you need me from 2:45 to 3:45 to ask a question, that is where you go. And then otherwise, you can send me a dojo message, but I might not answer as fast as usual because track A is here with me today. So we'll make it work. If you need something, never hesitate. I'll figure it out. Have a great day. Enjoy your remote week, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Love you.